Love and happiness.
Love and Happiness's mission is to help 1 million couples. Dr. Vandy and Barbara Coulter are committed to reaching this goal. Love and Happiness has helped thousands over the years through their couples retreats hosted in various cities. Their popular Central Florida TV show, Love and Happiness, has been syndicated in several states. Their best-selling book, Love and Happiness: The Secrets to Creating Winning Relationships, has helped singles and couples alike learn how to build better relationships. It's no surprise that the Coulters are in high demand. Relationship subject matter experts featured on talk shows and national radio looking for real relationship talk. The Coulters' virtual retreats, social media platforms, Facebook live streams, and relationship masterclasses have put their mission to help 1 million couples in their sights. Dr. Vandy Coulter, Ph.D., a certified counselor with presidential status in the American Association of Christian Counselors, has a virtual counseling practice that serves CEOs, pastors, entrepreneurs, individuals, and couples who want their relationship to go from bad to good or good to great. Dr. Vandy has been featured on Fox, CBS, NBC, their national affiliates, and various media for the impact from his virtual counseling as a response to the relational health crisis during the COVID pandemic. Dr. Barbara Coulter, real estate investor and serial entrepreneur, complements and contributes to what makes Love and Happiness the perfect blend of real talk and fun. Our motto is no one gets their happily ever after. They create their happily ever after. After the hurt, after the disappointment, you can still be happy. And Love and Happiness is just what you need to have.
All right. Welcome, everybody.
Good morning, Facebook family. Happy Saturday. Yay.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to keep it going. My wife is feeling a little, yeah. And but she's a big game
team player.
Yeah,
the
team
show
player.
must go on. That's it. That's
so
it.
We get ready to
your background. So yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about sex, and because my lovely lady wanted to make it a part 2, we're going to part 2 it.
We needed to have a part 2 because it's complicated. Sex is complicated, and people do not like talking about it. Whether they're Christians, non-Christians, they don't like talking about it. But
right.
that is, it's a natural thing. God created it, but we need to talk about it because it's just complicated. We were just, sharing some ideas on last week about some of the reasons that people get involved with different tasks and different things, and they don't have time for the sex and the intimacy with each other, and then couples begin to stray, and so one of the reasons.
Well, before you do, when you said last week, there was a comment that I wanted to read from someone named Yvette, and
that's my girl.
Okay.
Hi.
And Yvette gave a great comment that I thought we should, so maybe we can pick it up from here since it's a continuation. With regards to talking about sex, she was saying if the man romances for play correctly, even when the woman is tired, she will respond. Did I do that right? Oh, this is Yvette. Oh, this is my fam. This is my people. It's New York. It's New York in the house. That's right. All right, cool. So yeah, so let's talk about the element that it seems to put the responsibility on the man. It therefore implies that the man is the only one interested in sex. When some women are sexual beings as well, but it's saying if the man is given the romance and he's there's foreplay done correctly, right? Then even the tired woman will respond.
Exactly.
Okay.
that's the whole point. Because last week I was saying some women are exhausted, they're tired, they have to work with the kids, the laundry, the blah, blah, blah. But she made a great point that if the man comes to her correctly, you know, romancing her, whining and dining her, not just, I want to say wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, or I want it because I'm entitled because I'm your husband. I'm entitled because I help pay the bills. Give it to me. He has to stimulate her emotions, her, you know, psychologically. He has to be there for her. And so I love her point, and it's good.
Well, the thing is, based on what you said and what you've taught me, right? Because there was in our early years that you would communicate something that I had to listen to, and you know, and I'm like, okay, but you would say, you know what? Don't wait until it's time to holler at me. Right. Don't get all nice. To basically try to do all of those same things.
Like, don't be crabby or
somebody who wasn't feeling was he cutting me off like a mom.
Don't be crabby all day or busy with work or short tempered or all day, and then at night you ready to get in the bed. You all, hey, how you doing?
But okay, but
check on me all throughout the day.
Talk to me.
I'm talking to them. Listen. They need to hear this. You know this.
No, but what I'm saying is, if we gotta unpack it, if I'm busy and I'm focusing on tasks,
we're focusing on tasks. The woman's busy too. Ladies, y'all know y'all busy too. What I'm saying is throughout the day, whether he's working somewhere, she's working somewhere, if he's throughout the day, you know, checking on her, making sure that, you know, emotionally she's fine, the relationship is good, then she's gonna want to meet you. And
So wait. Look, let me, you know, since I have a PhD, I'm gonna write you a doctor's note that you are sick, and I'm gonna let you slide.
I haven't earned myself.
But I'm giving you a doctor's note for a second because you if I'm busy with tasks, I'm not thinking I need to check on you for later. I'm thinking, let me take care of my tasks. And then you did teach me. Can I finish my point? You did teach me to pay attention because you need to be, you know, considered before it's time to be considered.
Not all the time, but yeah.
Generally speaking, right? So there's a real thing that tasks, you know, being busy, whether you're working hard or whatever it is that you're doing, sometimes it's I don't even want to say it's for guys, but I'll say for generally speaking, we're not thinking that is robbing us of a chance of connecting later. We're not thinking like that. At least that's what I think. I'm not looking at it like that. I used to look at it like, you understand that I'm busy. And then once I'm finished being busy, it's all about us.
But here's the thing. The point of last week's discussion, take this man out. The discussion it wasn't about him being busy and she's just in the winds waiting for him to be available. It was about why she isn't interested in having sex with him. And so it does, because she's tired, she's exhausted, or whatever. But I love Yvette's point, because it makes sense that if he's not, you know, looking but it's other things also.
No, I got you, but I'm saying let's put him in the box that if you're busy because you're working, that's not the window to be, you know,
gotta give her something.
Folk could get fired if they was on the phone. Girl, what you wearing right now? There's a little bit of also understanding busy, you know, but I think what we're really talking about is when it's time. If I had to unpack what Yvette's saying, is when it's time, that's when there needs to be consideration for romancing and not just like, you know, strip and there you go, but to, you know, that's where I land with that. But I don't think it's about, you know, when I referenced what you said, it was just something that I realized that there's a thread, that everything is connected. You know, that how we're talking, how we're walking, how we're interacting in those little places feeds, it becomes that little tinder for the fire to be stronger later. That's all I was trying to say. And you helped me understand not to ignore the little tender moments so that you can have a nice fire made for you that I can be warmed off of. That's all I was trying to say.
I get it.
For you, this.
I get it.
So now we'll go pick up where we are. And those of you watching, please share, and like the page.
Love the page. Love it. We'll give you some good nuggets here. That's right.
All right. So you were referencing the point with regards to the situation of whether or not the sex or how it can get lost.
Because maybe it can get lost because the man is a selfish lover.
Okay.
He thinks only of himself. He is not, considerate of her needs, what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 21st century. We're no longer living in a day where it's all about the man. Mm-hmm. And so maybe
it's a man's world.
That was a great song, but guess what? Okay. We create men. Okay. Right. So, but my point is, it could be the fact that he's a selfish lover and he's not really considerate of what she needs or what she wants. And maybe that's why she's no longer interested.
Okay. So what if he's not a selfish lover and she's in, here's one reason it can get complicated.
Okay.
Real talk is just keep living and she might start having summer months in the wintertime.
Yeah, menopause.
And there is an opportunity for the sex in the marriage to get weird.
Yeah.
Because of it.
That's true.
Okay, so that complicates it. It is a possibility.
Over 40 wouldn't know that. Definitely over 50.
I thought menopause is at 50. Why are you trying to drag the 40-year-olds into it? Just saying.
It can happen at any age. It can be 25.
Okay, fair enough.
But they normally say 40, but whatever.
Okay.
But that's a possibility also. But
right. So now it's not really about what he can do except be understanding.
But what I'm saying, but the point is still getting lost. Yeah.
No. We're only.
I think if the man would step up his game, just like he got her, and he was whining and dining her. I'm talking about in the marriage
I'm just finishing the point about it's getting complicated for different reasons. Okay. And if it's complicated due to the summer months in the wintertime or whatever that is, they have hormone pills for that. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, if you let me, y'all don't know, but she was like, I don't know if I don't feel good, and now I can't get a word in edgewise. It's like the kind of fighting illness her is just like, I'm just saying we're talking about the basket of reasons of complication. Okay. And I was just not finished the whole point that making sure we stay on, it can get complicated if there are things in the seasons of life that have nothing to do with whether he's trying to sing a love song or whether he's trying to be on foreplay, but the mate can actually have some changes going on. And all I'm trying to say is on that, it should just be a simple yes, amen, indeed, absolutely.
That could be a possibility. Look, that certainly can be a possibility.
And to say he can do more is a little unfair.
But remember the point, sweetheart.
Okay, what's the point?
When the point was, last week's topic was, can you get too much or not getting enough? And
yes.
You said,
so I'm with you on the selfish lover to pivot, but I just want to say,
but I don't want,
she ain't in the mood,
but it might.
He's trying to get out the way.
But if she's not in the mood, let's not blame it on menopause, or let's not blame
I'm not blaming it.
Depression. How about
I said it was a reason, not the reason. Now that reason's off the table. Now you're talking about, if you're saying the selfish lover, I was only saying, but what if she's trying to just be obligatory. I'm just trying to help you out, bruh.
There's other things too. But I'm saying, how about one? It could be. I've heard tons of stories. He could have a hygiene problem.
Okay, so separate issue. Okay, so let's talk about, can we unpack? Can we just not dance?
Yes, let's unpack that. When he was dating her before he married her, he was like, grooming himself well, going to getting cologne and shaving and grooming.
Yeah, and you can get a little.
He gets tired. He gets it's been 10, 15 years or
humanity. 7 years, people
3 years.
Get lax.
You feel like I got her now. Yeah, right. And he's not grooming himself.
And does this door only swing one way? Are we talking about women that don't take care of themselves, coming to bed with ratty t-shirts and just sketchy hair looking like 9 ways?
No, we're talking about.
Can we talk about it all?
Listen to the point. why she's not
So
interested.
this should be called, let's talk about why men are messing up
next week,
to get sex. That's what we should be talking about. Because I'm just saying that, it could look a little different. Sometimes it could be the woman who is gotten lax and, you can see breakfast on her teeth at dinner time. And it can get weird in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying you caught that late?
I'm not feeling well.
There's a delay in the atmosphere, but what I'm saying is that it can swing both ways. That it's not just men who can, they're all women aren't, and this is what I'm told. Don't know firsthand, but so many women for decades have told me that the women's bathrooms are usually the messiest things.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
No, I've heard it from women before I ever met you.
And
so
restaurants and public areas,
it's got to be true.
Airports,
because men's restrooms don't be looking all sketchy like that unless it's a divey, little gas station bathroom. But all I'm saying is it's possible that some women may be letting themselves go a little bit and they just showing up in the ratty. No, this is the point. If you track with me for 7
but he
seconds.
still want to have sex. No matter what she looks like.
In your universe, only the man is thirsty. But women like sex too.
Yes, we do.
And all I'm saying is sometimes his interest can get kind of like the flame can get doused.
It's too much.
No, but okay. So all right. If you're gonna keep dancing, I'll shrink the floor. So what if we're talking about how he starts to look outside the marriage because she's letting herself go and she's no longer paying attention to herself, and he feels abandoned in that capacity. Like, yeah. And then this one over here who's trying to get a man is back in the 18, keeping her game tight. And he's like trying. I'm just saying I can give you a reason.
Record on the side?
No, she might not even knew he was married. Have you never watched that show Cheaters, where they be just finding people and the girl be like, I didn't even know he had a man. But listen, all I'm trying to say is,
mama, did you get invited back to his house for dinner? Women know. You have his passcodes with cell phone. Women know.
Listen, woman, you're going to get it like in 13 seconds after in a delay again. All I'm trying to say is we're talking about how things can change and complicate the marriage and the sex. And all I'm saying is sometimes it's not just men who may not keep themselves where they are. Women can also. All I'm trying to say,
I agree.
Again, that's a Selah, that's a indeed, that's an absolutely, that's an amen. That's all I'm trying to say. All I got was
amen, brother.
Okay.
Now, I'm in agreement.
Now, what if I may throw one up for you to address? What if one, and in this particular case, we'll say the woman, since it feels like you would just champion the woman to never do anything, and I'm not against it. I'm cool with it. But what if the woman is just not a sexual being? What if she just really in that regard?
If he had his game, if he had his game right, okay, it's not how you start; it's how you finish. You can help her become a sexual being.
That's like what that sound to me like is if someone is an introvert. Wait,
okay,
let me can I finish?
Go ahead.
Can I just finish? If someone's an introvert and they are just shy, and then that's like someone getting around them saying, well, you just need to change because I'm extroverted. And they're like, my being introverted has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. This is who they were. And if the woman or the man, but we're going to just say from the woman's standpoint, because you was so hard on just trying to give room. If she's not a sexual being in terms of just, give her missionary, she's good. She don't want to do a bit more, which is a real space that there are some women who will not go beyond the bare basics in the sexual because that is all that it is to her. How does that complicate the relationship? If you would just answer this question that's on the table and not turn it into 7 other things for me to chase. She's not sexual because that's who she was. All right. She just was She was kind of nunnish. She was kind of like,
you ain't getting nuns.
Yeah, really. You're getting nuns. That's really good.
Okay.
And I caught that when you said it. See that? You catch that? So all I'm saying is when the person isn't sexual, that can complicate it. It's complicated topic, and it can complicate it.
Okay.
Can it?
Yes.
What do you have to say? You said, I'm ready.
I'm saying.
I was just getting ready to turn it into like ice cream and Skittles. So now we're back. So you said, I'm ready. So now, okay, tell me what when she's not a sexual being, what's the option?
So if he married someone
yes.
that was not a sexual being,
yes, shame on him, right?
Okay, if he marries, but you know these things have to be talked through.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, they have to be talked through because if he knew she wasn't a sexual being, that she wasn't, you know, I don't say thirsty, but she's not just really like one of them women who went, you know, 4 or 5 times a week. Mm-hmm. And he knew it going in. He has to accept the whole part of her, you know, everything. Okay. He signed up for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, but communication and him letting her know what his expectation is. That's what premarital counseling is for in the first place. Okay, so that is something a little bit different than what we're discussing.
Well, no, we're talking about how sex can be complicated. Yeah. And I'm saying it can be just as it can get complicated because of you get to over 40 and you get to menopause. Mm-hmm. There's some people who have been through things. Yeah. Maybe they would have been fine had they not have been, abused, you know, exactly. But it affects, and I'm telling you this, I'm telling you this from what I know counseling, mm-hmm. that there are women who, mm-hmm. because of what they've been through, it affects their present mm-hmm. sexuality. Mm-hmm. And all I'm saying is the husband is still married, and some of them were long-term marriages, mm-hmm. but it's a real thing that it affects. Mm-hmm. So it complicates. The whole topic is it's complicated.
It's complicated.
Okay.
I mean,
it's complicated.
But yes. they actually have, like I said, mm-hmm. that's a premarital counseling for and regular and counseling. I mean, they can navigate.
So the recommendation is to get some help to work through it. Yes. So you can decomplicate a word. So you can decomplicate what's complicated.
Just every marriage needs maintenance, just like a car. The finest cars, a regular car needs maintenance. Mm-hmm. You know, I got to rent a car now because my Lexus needs maintenance. Mm-hmm. And so I think every healthy relationship needs maintenance. And so if you go and get counseling, I mean, it could be a well checkup for your marriage or well checkup for your relationship. I think that'll help navigate through those difficult seasons in your life.
And if you've got, extenuating circumstances, mm-hmm. At least trying to work through them is a wise way versus reacting to it by being frustrated or going outside of the marriage because you're disappointed.
And sometimes they'll be fighting about other things, and it's really this. They'll cry over spilled milk, and it's really because mm-hmm. his needs are not being met or her needs are not being met, or they're not hearing each other, mm-hmm. and they're both can mishandle the relationship because mm-hmm. it's just a difficult thing to discuss.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I agree. I agree with that. So let's talk about something basic. Okay. Because this is a real thing. What if the person isn't a good kisser? If your mate isn't a good kisser?
You knew that before you said I do. You knew that.
Everybody. Some people have actually saved their first kiss
and that
for
is
marriage.
True. But then that should be. Well, how do you know what a bad kisser is? If you saved your first kiss, I do know people like that.
Wait. Listen. When you say that, now, let me finish. Now let me finish what you started. Okay, because that's like saying to a man, is there such a thing as bad sex? And yes, ladies, there is. It doesn't, just because you have the lady parts doesn't mean or guarantee it's good sex. So don't think that it's not possible for someone to not be in sync with your kiss. Okay, kisses can clash.
But if you
I don't care if they have buck teeth. I don't care if they have braces. I don't care. Kisses can clash. Is all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And there are some things where some couples may not kiss as much because they haven't figured out the chemistry of a good kiss. That's all.
But we're not talking about virgins getting married.
I ain't talking about did I say virgins? I'm talking about two different people who have lived two different lives, can be connecting for multiple reasons beyond kissing, okay? And then they get together, and 4 or 6 years later, it starts to feel like, man, I just don't enjoy kissing.
Well, then they should play a kissing game. Remember how you had in counseling session one time, you had some couples do a kissing game?
Okay, but I'm just saying
in your practice.
Why you all in my business? Why you all up in here? No, but I was only because we're talking about how it gets complicated, right?
Okay.
So I'm just saying to you, because now it sounds weird, like I'm just a peeping Tom. Start kissing.
No, it was a sweethearts ball.
No.
The sweethearts ball we hosted. We do retreats and stuff like that.
But if it's weird in the council, I will encourage certain things. All I'm trying to say to you is this, but I'm not standing there like more.
No.
Grab her and bring her into you.
No.
She needs, how about you pull on this? No, I'm not. It's not that. All I'm trying to say is it could get kind of weird when there is a thing such as chemistry.
I'm glad we have asking you're so funny.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about you. But all I'm saying is that chemistry is a real thing. Mm-hmm. And just because every couple that's a couple doesn't mean they have great chemistry. That's all I'm trying to say. And that can complicate sex because the chemistry is different. One person likes a certain position, the other person doesn't. One person likes to kiss a long time, the other person that's long enough.
Right,
there's a chemistry.
Right, that is a real element. I've heard it for years. There you go. And they need to call.
She's coming back finally as it's time to close.
Put
She's
that
coming
PhD
back.
to work.
She's
call my husband.
I feel like my wife has showed up again.
She'll put you back on track.
There she is.
Get that PhD working.
I'm
just saying, greatest counselor I know.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
In America, y'all typically count.
Yeah. So all right. So have we covered the extra? This is almost like, the after talk after Oprah's conversation. They have an after talk. Okay.
And we need to hear some comments also. So if you have any questions, shoot us that, text, not or that email, or that Facebook DM, whatever you want to do.
I think
and if you want to hear some feedback, ladies.
Yeah.
Fellas, if you're watching, let's hear your comments also.
Yeah. So love the fact, that's great. So we're good. We got this.
I think this is put to bed.
Put to bed. We don't need a part 3.
No.
Because I wasn't expecting part 2.
Unless people reach out to us.
Yeah, if there's something that someone wants us to talk about, we'd love to do that. And you can email us. It's right off our website, loveandhappiness.tv, or messenger us. You can connect with us on the social media stuff here, and you can messenger us, and we can connect with you that way. All right. So super happy. And I'm happy you got through, even though I know you wasn't feeling 100%. You certainly didn't show any.
I'm a team player.
Yeah. Soon as we turn it off, she's gonna be like, "Come on."
I get back in the bed.
So, all right, we good.
We're good.
Until next week. See y'all next week.